Hi everyone. We're going to be starting our next unit here on area and perimeter, and this week's focus will be on perimeter, and this is about one of the math skills you'll need to use when you are an adult. So we've got a couple of things to learn and remember, and the first thing is units, okay? Centimeters, meters, maybe grams, liters. You need to tell what unit of measurement you are using when you're completing area and perimeter questions. It is super important, okay? So for area and perimeter, you guys will be able to use a calculator to do your calculations, because the most important part is the units and what you're measuring. We'll also be using something called formulas, okay? So our first formula will be perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. Now, for your given object, whatever looks like, whatever number of sides there is, you add all the sides. And when you're finished that calculation, you don't forget the units, because that's one of the most important parts right here, the units. So perimeter is basically, think of a fence, okay? If you need to go build a fence and you need to go buy the materials, you are finding perimeter of the backyard, okay? Or think of perimeter as baseboards, the little things that go at the bottom of your wall between the flooring and the wall. Nice decorative piece, that's measured in perimeter because you're measuring the distance around a room, your living room, your bedroom, wherever it may be. So perimeter is pretty important. So when you're thinking of perimeter, think of things like a fence or a baseboard. So let's show you a couple calculations here as I turn my camera over. So when we're looking at perimeter, we're looking at the distance around, and this shape here being a square, each side is 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So P standing for perimeter. We add those four sides and we come up with 20 centimeters. That's it. That's perimeter. Okay? And for your knowledge, this shape has four sides. So I'm going up here to look at this object. This has 5 sides. So we will add all 5 sides. 4 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, giving us 37 kilometers. So the distance around. Okay, so remember, add all the sides that are there. Okay, there are certain exceptions. Okay, so go back here. I will just quickly erase this. Oh, you know what? I want to keep that. We'll go over here. Okay. So we'll just draw a little house here. House. All right. I want to put a fence in my backyard. So when we're calculating perimeter, okay, so each side, this side is 8 meters, this side's 8 meters, and this will be 12 meters. So if you know what a fence looks like, if you've ever seen a fence, we don't need to put a fence here because the house is creating a barrier. So we just need for the 3 sides. So our perimeter and that gives me 28 meters. So I could go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Rona, Co-op Hardware, and say I need 28 meters of material for creating a fence. That's a very practical use for perimeter. Another thing we're going to rely on is thinking of shapes and what you know about shapes. Okay, so some math sheets try to trick you, and they will give you a shape like that, and they will put one measurement. Okay, so you're looking at this, calculate the perimeter, but I don't know the other 3 sides. Look at the shape. The shape's a square. The one thing we know about a square is all 4 sides are equal. So we know that this side will be 10 meters, this side will be 10 meters, this side will be 10 meters. And now we could calculate perimeter. Another thing we also know is this shape. Okay, so again, we don't know 2 of the sides, but we still have to calculate them when we're doing perimeter. This shape is a rectangle. I know opposite sides are equal, so I can fill in the missing side lengths, and then I could add all the sides together. So using your kindergarten, preschool knowledge of shapes, you can be able to create perimeter. Okay? Now, one assignment, they will just give you find the perimeter of each square. And they will just have side length of 9. That's not the perimeter. We know for a square all 4 sides are equal, so we're just going to add 9 meters plus 9 meters plus 9 meters plus 9 meters, giving us a 36 meter perimeter. Alright? So the assignments are basically straightforward, and once again you can use a calculator for these perimeter assignments. Don't worry about the area assignments, we will do that next week. And calculator will help you, but remember the units, that's incredibly important. Units, units, units. So that's it for today's lesson. It's a shorty, but hopefully you learned something. So thank you very much. Goodbye.